We can do it, we can do it, we can do it all night. No, basically we are... А зачем ты тогда провоцируешь? Окей. Again. А не надо перерыв было делать. Я вам говорил, хорошо писали.
This is Vladimir Karpov. And I am Katrina Volgina. And we are funny guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we are, and we are VK Camps. VK Camps is the company that runs competitions and camps, dance sport training camps. The base and goal of the camps is not just to get people together and educate them and have them dance at rounds and take lessons. The goal, one of the goals of the camps is to provide a healthy environment for our kids, for our students, for our people, environment where they can meet and have lifelong relationships in the future, for the future. It's about community, it is about dance, it's about fitness, it's about sports psychology, it's about preparing athletes, dance sport athletes to competitions, to world championships, to serious events. Anything else to add?
I'm all in. I'm there.
Yes, the VK training camps is the place where we collect different athletes from different federations, and we also work with coaches and judges, and it is very important for the coaches to be a part of VK camps, because when we run these events, we do not want them to lose their identity. It's a milestone point for us to let coaches know that, guys, we do not want you to lose your identity. We want you to be who you are and have your value and have your skills and have your own milestones, and bring it to us, and we're gonna share ours, and then we're going to share experience all together. And I think that's the actual value of the VK camps, is that we let people be a part of our group without losing their identity. So we can learn from them and they can learn from us. We don't have in our VK camps something like this is the only way or highway. Instead, everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome to come and be a part of it, and everyone is welcome to come and say their opinion and to do whatever they feel like doing without going overboard, of course.
Yeah, this is why it's like not just VK camp all around the world by themselves. This is why when we also introduce the VK camp, for example, in Philadelphia, or we introduce the VK camp in New York, we introduce VK camp in Miami, Florida, Bulgaria, and so and so. So it's like it is collaboration. So as Katrina said, that it's important to keep the
identity
yes. of the person who's the
host
hosting the VK camp.
Yes.
So it doesn't mean that this is the camp of Katrina and Vladimir. No, that's not. That's definitely not. That's the reason why we're trying to collaborate. That's the reason why we're trying to build up this, I don't want to say empire. But the way how the people actually, it is from my childhood when we used to grow, as Miss Katrina said, that the communication through the life, it's not like the one-day event, it's not the one-time meeting. I do have my friends from childhood with whom we used to compete, with whom we used to dance together, and it was 30 years ago. So, and we're still friends, we still collaborate in the certain ways, maybe not in the dancing anymore, but in the other way, in other business. So, and I think it's really good stuff when the people can see each other, meet each other, have a friendship.
Be helpful to each other in the future.
And
that doesn't mean that they're all going to become professional dancers.
That's right.
But we definitely set them for success. That's for sure. Are we going to do camp in Florida? Yes. We definitely will have a camp in Florida. The dates will be announced. We are very much interested in Florida camps because
Yeah.
of the weather, the beach, and it
Right.
can be a amazing format for our kids to train on the sand, train in the water, train in nice weather, have a good time as well as for us.
The one of the reason why we still don't pick the dates is because it is some issues with the different time when the school started in Atlanta, in New York,
It's all different times
in
here.
Texas. It's always different.
Yes.
So in this case, we're trying to figure out how to make it right, and all of these people who's actually already signed up for the camp, just to pick the date, because the calendar is like really, really
It's
busy.
yes. The calendar is
and
busy.
our goal is like to put the right date for, let's say, majority. Because
of people,
we
yes.
we think about majority of the people. We don't think about the persons. We think about majority. So, and as soon as we will pick that up the right
As soon as we
dates-
get the date, we will announce
Right,
it.
right,
Yes,
right.
but we are definitely going to do the camps in Florida.
Yep.
That is not even up to question. California, question mark. Florida,
California love.
Florida, yes.
No, I want to have a camp in California. I already talked with a few people there.
But
That's right. This is the person who is actually will help us. God.
who?
God.
God?
Right.
God is not going to help you anymore. You
Спасибо. No, we definitely will do it. In Florida, and we'll definitely like
Сейчас мы поругаемся на
we'll
эфире.
see the perspective of the
Yes. Florida is
West
very
Coast.
nice.
California nice too.
WDSF coaches, WDO coaches,
As we talked
heritage.
before, we work with all coaches all around the world from different federations, and not even from the federation. Our strategy is to
Educate.
educate our guys, and it doesn't really matter because I do have experience. I have a couple who's coming to me, and the guy was really funny. He's like, Vladimir, I want to ask you one question. You like WDSF, but can you do the routines of the WDC? I'm like, I'm laughing inside. It's my first meeting with this guy. Because all of my teachers, they're actually from the WDC Federation. And right now it's from WDO already, so because it's like split up. For me, that's not the point which federation you are. For me, like what is the information? What is the vibe? What is the atmosphere you can create? If you can create it, if you can do it, doesn't really matter for me. You're from Heritage, from the WDC, from WDC, WDO. I don't freaking care.
As for today, VK camps are open to
Open for everyone.
anybody and everybody.
Coaches, teachers.
We do not know where the wind will blow in 2, 3, 5 years, but we hopefully will stay the same.
We live in the free country.
Yes.
Right.
And
so-
my will of freedom might change.
Right.
We're saying that we all may become one big federation.
2 times in the 5 minutes. Yeah, we do have like at least one camp in 2 months, and also mini camps. Usually we do also, if we're preparing for the certain competitions, like important competitions, like a world championship or a higher star bowl. I think last year or 2 years ago, we did the first camp, or we did the first competition, like a preparation, as a preparation for the high star bowl. So the major camps, I think for now, at least it's 5 events. in a year.
Ideally, we will have him every month.
Right. But still, it's not just the camps. It's also match analysis, camps, competitions. So the competitions also the preparation for the certain things.
Yes.
And depends of the volume of the competition, how big is it? Because Atlanta Dance Sport Cup is the competition which, first of all, right now, is the ranking competition. So you get the points to get some benefits for now at USA Dance.
We do. Yes. So we're trying to create events every month eventually, but as for today, we have 5.
5 at least. 5 camps and too much analysis at least.
Too much analysis, 3 competitions.
Right.
How many kids are allowed at the VK camps? It depends on the studio. In the area, yes. If the studio is small, we have less kids. If the studio is big, then we have more children.
For example,
whatever the capacity is by the state.
Right. For example, in New York, the last location which we did, and it looks like we will run this again, they do have, actually we do, because I'm also from New York, from actually the same studio. We do have 4 ballrooms, 2 big ballroom and 2 small ballrooms, so it's allowed
capacity
to...
was
capacity,
what?
It could be...
No, it was like close to 500, I think, the capacity
It could be 500,
yes.
Right. But the point is, like, still, we make the point that we will do this camp, like, also 2 months before the camp, right? Mm-hmm. So, and it was also around 80 people. Mm-hmm. Even like the same dates, it was the few really big competition in the local area. So still people come to us, still people join us, not only from the our studios with whom we collaborate, like with the Basic Ballroom and Volga Dance Academy. I think we did outstanding job.
Yes, we did. But like the studio in Philadelphia is smaller, so of course we won't be able to fit in as many children as, for example, Atlanta campus or New York. So it all depends on the studio and the capacity. New York.
New York. It's in Atlanta, people say New York.
No, this is how you say it, New York.
No, baby, New York. Baby.
No, New York.
Age reading in New York for it.
But now live in New York.
When I left RISD, I came to New York.
Willing to distribute it in Toronto, Quebec, New York, and Boston.
New York.
Atlanta
question to our followers. New York or New York?
New York. It looks like you have something in your
like
stomach.
It's like Chicago. This is how they say it. They say Chicago, not Chicago.
Because I didn't say anything about Chicago. I talk about
New York.
New York. New York.
It's New York.
It's because you don't live in New York.
You don't live in New York either.
Atlanta.
You
What do you think about Atlanta?
You live in Staten Island.
This is New York, baby.
And this is Atlanta, not Atlanta. All right?
And this is not New York.
Take that. Talk to the hand.
New York.
Let's talk to
I want to see the person like in front of the...
Talk to the hand. Yes, well, let's talk to us. Help sister out.
Yeah, please.
New York or New York, Atlanta or Atlanta, Chicago or Chicago.
Chicago.
Please, call us.
Yeah, put it on the comments.
706-577-7314. We want your calls now.
Comments right under the video.
Yes.
New York.
Now. New York.
New York. New York.
To the hand? Talk to the hand.
I do have the things about like adjudicators, judges, teachers, and world champions who used to be world champions. Multiple dancers, they come to me and they said, oh, we want to join this federation because it's multiple world champions judging the competition. And I usually share the one things with them because I used to be also a little bit world champion and I work with the world champions. And I do have recalls, I do have feedback, I do have marks from the world champions. And the things which I learned from the past 30 years, which are 30 years, 31 already, that's the world champions, it doesn't mean they are the best teachers. The best teachers, it doesn't mean they are best adjudicators. And the same like with the world champions, it doesn't mean they are best adjudicator because I saw it multiple years, I saw it multiple times. And sometimes when we do have a coach in our VK camp, and for example, she or he, we don't have it yet, but as soon as like we invite the person and if this person never reached the level of the world champions, or he never judged the world championship or the Grand Slam or whatever you can say, Blackpool, International, UK. If this person can bring the new, fresh atmosphere, information, the vibe, that the people start to look at them and listen totally different things that the world champions talking. I think that's the one of the thing which we do have in our camps that might be, it is not the famous name, but those person who can actually bring the quality. I do have teachers in my life, they are never been top level dancers.
But they were top level coaches.
That's right.
And they have a product. So
Yes,
like
that's what
I can at least say about one coach who is often in our camps. He never was the world champion, not even a finalist, but he did have a product, multiple product that he created himself over the years. And then that's the person that we trust more than we will pick any.
Agree.
It's a quality. The difference in our coaches is that we do not rush after the names. Some such a big name, the world champion. Oh my God.
Wait a second.
We don't.
We don't, but we all the time in all our camps we do have let's say a special name. But be honest, the same time when it's not just the name, that's the person who's actually bring the new thing in our camps.
Yes,
And
but we
knowledge
what I'm saying is
and
we
the
never
product.
rush after. Well,
I didn't say it.
we don't sit down and go over the list of the world
Right.
champions and like big names. Oh my
Right.
God, it's gonna be sold out. It's not about that. We always go for the person with the product, the person with the couples,
Right.
and hear me out. This is not about the numbers. It's mainly, I am personally as a studio owner interested in the people with a large number of couples, because I want to know how did they make it.
Right.
I want to know what do they do to collect people around themselves, like Nina Estrin.
Right.
For example, huge studio, a big crowd, little kids, I don't care. I want to know how did you do it.
No, for me it's like Ilya Barmutin.
That-
For me it's like Sasha
Yes,
Nissengold.
yes, a lot of people that are not world champions, a lot of people
Right.
that don't judge much, but they still have a huge followers, huge crowd. How did you do it?
Right.
I want to know. So it's all about, but we do have world champions every time.
Oh yeah.
We have one all time, like can't get rid of him. This is like one of them right there. Vladimir Karpov. Okay, next. We do incorporate strength, stretch, physical training exercises, stamina exercises, a bunch of exercises into our training, because dance sport is not just about dance, it's also about actual sport part. It has a huge physical aspect to it. Nowadays, dance athletes are about faster, stronger, longer, taller, short. Yes, yeah. But it's all about sport aspect. We do not forget about dance part, because Vladimir Vladimirovich is never going to let us forget about art part of the dance sport. Yes, but Katrina, I like the physical aspect of it. So we do have that. But also I would like to say that dance sport is not only about actual dance, it's also about many other benefits for the kids when they do take the dance sport as a serious sport. It has to do with success, it has to do with discipline, it has to do with communication, it has to do with opposite gender, which not other sports have that. Vladimir has a very good story about the student who went to college, and she was not like the top of the dancer.
That's really nice story. That I do have a student. She used to compete. Actually, she was really good when she used to dance. Right now, she's come back to the dance sport, but she's really tall, and she never had partner like her level. So basically she's dancing on the medium level, pre-champ, even like she can be on the top, right? So, and at the time when she's finished the high school, She's applying for the multiple colleges, and she's a really smart girl. She's really smart. She's really dedicated, and she's applying for the Yale. She has an interview, and it was 1 hour interview with the people from the college, and they talk only about dancing. And she's talking how she's compete, how she's traveled to the different states, different cities, and basically she get full scholarship to the Yale.
And that's like very, very rare.
No, it's not really rare. The people actually cannot get. It's supposed to be something crazy, even like to be in the part of this. What's the league of this? The Yale.
The league.
That оно входит в топ Harvard, Yale.
It's like a
Eve League.
Eve League. I don't know, maybe.
Right. I think it is. So, and in the end of the day, she's not just studying there. She gets her own students there. Right now, she's the one of the person who's built up the team of the Yale dancers.
You see, but because it has to do with the individual sport, also with the team sport and a couple sport, like I said, with the opposite gender. So you work as a couple, you work by yourself, and you work with a team.
Right.
You cannot like find any. There is no other sports like that. There is none.
Yeah. I
So
agree.
this is it values nowadays, because a few years ago in the United States there was a huge value in the team sports. Everybody who played team sports, they were welcome to colleges, and then it was a part of time when it was individual. But the ballroom, it has it all, so you can't beat that. I also have a student, Satan. She went to college and they accepted her like this with an eye blink, because she wrote an essay about her experience in Ukraine when she was competing, and then something happened. So when they go to competitions, camps or whatever, etc., they don't just get experience of socializing with other people and making communications. They also have situations that they have to face, most of the times without the parents, and they have to deal with that. And it's like nowadays with the phone times when we all stuck in it, all of us, and especially children, they addicted to this. It is like brilliant.
Miss Katrina said about it. They're addicted. She's like touching
I
the
am
phone
living with it.
24/7.
Yes, I'm making money off of it.
From the phone or from the floor?
From the phone. What's your excuse?
I don't have excuse.
So, okay, now continue. So when the kids addicted to the phones, it's extremely important for them to be a part of a dance sport because of all those qualities that I already talked about. No? Where else they
I
gonna
totally get what you're
socialize with
saying.
successful people like us? Huh? Давай.
3 times in a row.
Все, ну это вообще, that's your personal best.
Yep.
How do we create a welcome environment for new students? How do we create a welcome
Be
environment?
honest, like those people who knows us, those people who knows our students, it's really, really easy to like jump into this, ocean.
I have a good one. We don't create any.
No, it's
Our
just like,
students do.
yeah, they did it.
They did it.
But be honest, like we are kind of a little bit part of it, because if it's not you, if it's
You
not
always
me,
want to take credit for something that you didn't
Oh, yeah.
do. Like it's our students. They're great.
it's our students.
They're
It's
amazing.
not someone else's
They're
students,
amazing.
yeah.
The parents, like the parents of our students are always welcoming.
Yes.
Right? They get all together. They go to see sightseeing. When kids are dancing, they get together as groups.
Yeah.
They go shopping. They go everywhere.
Actually, the one thing which I want to tell you, like the multiple times which I saw from the when I used to live in Europe, I live here, the parents of the kids, even like the kids stop to dancing.
Yeah, they still talk.
Still talking. They still have a lot of
They have friends.
collaboration.
Parents,
They
you
still
understand the
have
quality.
a business together or whatever.
Yes.
That's the
Yes,
good thing.
that's
The-
another
the
one.
of
It's
the
like
best thing.
our parents want to go to camps so they can hang out with parents from New York. Parents meet each other after a long break and they're happy to see each other. So I say the environment, everybody welcome, because it's a welcoming environment because of our students and parents. Okay, it has to do something with us, with you mainly.
No. With
Okay,
us.
давайте дальше. Misconception about ballroom. Don't do that. The biggest misconception about ballroom dancing is that all men are gay in there. That's
I didn't say that.
I did. It's the biggest one, but that's not true.
Okay, I will tell you shortly. When I used to be a young kid, 6 years old, I falling in love with a girl in the daycare, right? And the reason why I start to dance is because of this girl, Katya Katerevets, excuse me. I still remember her name, you know, first and the last name. And when I started to dance, my father was against it totally. So because
it's
he
for
wants to be like that. I will be the, you know, the boxers or whatever. And when I start to dance, I dance 1-2 years. I dance with the 4 girls, because my first girl, she's like,
She left.
it was my heartbreak news. She moved to a different part of the city, and she cannot travel like 50 or 1 hour, 50 minutes or 1 hour. And I start to dance. I dance with the different girls, whatever, 4 girls, because it's like it was not that popular. But in the end of the day, my father came. We're supposed to go to the village. My father came to the studio, and he's like ringing the stuff like, guys, let's go. We need to go to the village. We need to travel like 7 hours. And my teacher, he's like, go downstairs and like, listen, your son is dancing competition right now. Can you please just wait like another one? No, because it's a traffic. I don't want to see your gay dancing or whatever. And my father, he's like brutal. He's like really brutal, and he's typical, you know, like Russian man. Boom. Yeah. And he's go upstairs, because my teacher explained him like it's literally just half an hour. He go upstairs.
He sees you dancing.
He sees that I'm dancing with the girls. He sees that I'm smiling. The girls smiling.
Yeah.
You know, we have a good time. And a lot of people, and I was not alone, obviously, like the guy, right? And it was a lot of guys there, a lot of girls, a lot of good community, environment, whatever. And the same like he's brutal and hard, he also lyrical. And he starts to cry because he see it, and he's like, you know, son, just dance.
Just do it.
Right. And it doesn't mean that I love my village. I love to, I know what does it mean, cow, horse, or to cut the grass, like typical village guy, because I'm actually not from the city. I was born from the city, but my soul is a little bit different way. But anyway, if we talk about this stuff, those guys who's actually joined the dance world, I can give you a lot of story about how we are not that, you know, like strong
the
enough for
misconception
men.
is that it's for the girls.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
It's not true.
So
Another misconception is that it's boring. That ballroom
Boring?
dance is always boring. Yes.
Asking our guys who's
no,
actually did 40 push-ups,
Yes.
50 push-ups.
No. It's not about that. It's like that sometimes you talk to people and they say, "Well, ballroom dance is for
Really?
old people." It's
Try.
old because they don't know.
I know.
It's just because they don't know. And then once they get into it, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is a total different world."
Right.
Another one is also our parents have a very good explanation. Like in our studio, she says that one of the moms, she says, she has 3 sons, triplets.
Right.
Another one, 2 sons, like Allah, and they all say, I prefer to be in a beautiful ballroom with a glass of champagne, watching the beautiful dancing, talking to successful people, having a good time, in a nice air-conditioned room,
that's
versus I will be today on the rain, on the field, drinking beer with a bunch of, I don't know who.
Right. Also nice smell. Nice people
smell,
dress
nice
up.
people, yes.
The men's is like in the really good shape. They are
Yes,
like,
and our guys are actually in a good shape.
Yep.
It is not for girls. Our kids are doing a lot of, I don't know, Kairat, he did a martial arts before. We have our kids boxing. I mean, you know, don't mess with us.
you know,
Just
like,
don't mess with us.
just one more thing, just one last stuff to add. I don't have any issues, any problems in the school. Because everyone saw like my results and everyone knows me like a person, right? And I jump into the college, which I shouldn't do, physical culture, because I was a little bit smarter, right? But because I used to compete and professionally and whatever, I decided to go there because it was the benefits from the athletes, from the sportsmen, right? And the way when the boy, the dancer, when we go into the nightclub officially, you know, and all of these guys who like
Yeah. You feel
don't
a
know
lot
how
better.
to, they don't know how to move. They just like can stay, smoke, and
No,
like,
but wait, but that time you have a major success from the
right.
girls.
And I'm like, okay,
on.
guys, just two movement, two,
yes.
and
Yes.
let's go. Because the guys, they actually knows how to talk with the girls. They know how to touch the girl. They know like what you should not to do. They know like how it's work already because they do have
Yes,
this experience
yes.
from the childhood.
Yes.
From the childhood. So in the end of the day, guys,
Our sport is the best. VK camps are number one. So that's it. End of story.
да, и тут даже много.
The advice for somebody who wants to ballroom dance but hesitant to start, just do it. just do it. The reason why you cannot start is because you have fear, and fear is a bad word. Beep.
No, you're right because I just
fear
like
is a
literally,
bitch. You need to
I get
peep
it.
it, please.
I feel it right now. I want to say that.
Yes.
Uh,
You have to step over your fear and
Right.
do it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and then you have to do it because you like we pointed out all these pluses and all this success stories about ballroom dancers. It is going to help you. If anything, it will help you with the opposite gender in the future. At one point, you will want to create a family and meet other people and the girls. That's your key to success. On top of that, one more thing. In ballroom dancing, we do use a lot of languages, agree?
Right.
We have, it's such an international community. Immigrants, doesn't matter, countries we travel, we're forced to learn languages. And so language is a key to any nation.
right.
So that's two major points why you should do that, why you should overcome your fear, why you should be committed. And if you don't want to be committed to ballroom dance, be committed to yourself. Because that is a good thing to do. It's an asset in the future, and be committed to yourself. That's what I
Agree, yes. For me, it was always challenge as a fear because I do have this challenge in, like, let's say, in all my dancing life from the childhood, because first of all, my parents is not that rich. Actually, they're not rich at all, and they give everything to me to actually growing and to be the dancer, to be the way
invested in you.
who I am right now.
Yes.
And one of my teacher, he said, he drank a little bit, and he said, I was a kid, I was 11 years old, and he said, you will never be a champion because your parents is not rich. And at that time, I do have I think 10 or 11 years old, and I said, you know what? Yes, my parents is not poor, but my parents is not rich. I will be freaking champion.
No, because we
I
talk
will be a
about
freaking
expensive
world champion.
sport, but then then you did it, and so you are a living example
was
that
fear.
you can do it.
It was fear that I cannot
And
because
that,
I don't
the
have so
teacher
much
was not the
investment.
smartest person to say that, but maybe he.
Wait,
but maybe
maybe-
I said to say that.
Right.
But maybe he was in fear as well. Maybe he
Right.
saw a potential. And he was feared that you're not going
Right.
to continue. So
Right.
you don't know.
Right. So and it was always fear that I'm tall, too
Yeah.
tall, and the people say, oh, the tall people, they cannot dance Latin. They can dance only ballroom. I said, okay, the tall people cannot. I am tall.
I'm gonna
I am
prove you
6'2",
wrong. Yes.
and I'm 190 centimeters. I'm saying,
my
oh,
God, everything is possible.
you cannot.
Everything is
and it's
possible.
fear for me that I can. Can I really do it? Yes, I freaking can.
Yes, because we can.
Because we can. That's the
Yes.
fear, which all the time you step over it, and as soon
And
as you
again,
step over,
in the future, let's say you have to close the deal, and
Right,
you're
right.
afraid to walk into the room with this
Right,
such like
right.
like a top
Top
dogs,
level, yeah,
top
yeah,
level
yeah.
top dogs, and then that something in your brain will work, and then you say, you know what, you're doing it.
and it's work. I do have a lot of friends, successful people who used to dance. They used to be dancers, but
And
right
now-
now
I
they're
have
top.
also good example, yes.
Right now they're top managers, or they have their own corporation. They have their own huge business in different countries because
because
they
of
get
that.
this tool. Once they
Step
step
over,
over the studio,
they
step over
they
the
have
floor.
a tool.
because they know
skill.
how to do it.
Yes,
They have a skill.
they have a skill now, and that's it. They know how to deal with stress. And another one also says that it's about full submission. It's a really cool tool that we have in Ballroom, because when you come to the club and you start dancing, usually coaches, if they take responsibility for your success on the dance floor, they demand a full submission from you, right?
Right.
Yes, you want me to lead you to success.
It's
In
always
return, you have to fully submit. If a person not able to fully submit and become a follower, more than likely in the future they won't be able to become a good leaders.
They will not
And
be success people.
Good leaders are coming from a good followers. So that fully submission tool is also very important in the future life.
Welcome to VK Camps. Welcome
Number
to VK
one.
family. Bang.
Yes.
We do have a competition in the middle of September, and it
Yes.
will be followed with
In Atlanta.
in Atlanta with the camp. Right now we work on the dates with the Florida and Philadelphia, Florida with the VK camp, and with the Philadelphia for the match analysis. It will be October and November, and December. The first week of December, I believe it's 8, 9 of December. We do have a camp, VK camp, together with collaboration with the Basic Ballroom.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the follow.
We were pretty much booked for every month until the end of the year. But guys, if you want to have a schedule, if you want to stay updated, let us know, and then we will add you to a group chat where everybody get updated schedules, they get updated information, everything else. Just let us know.
Yeah, put some comments under this video. Put some comments under this video.
Send us a phone number.
Send us for the phone number, and we will add you to our group chat. So you will be updated. You will post it, and you can have some plans. Right now, I don't know how many.
So you can plan around.
Yep.
Our camps.
Around.
You can plan your life around our camps. Yes, and then you get the chance to meet us. At least if
our
anything,
family.
and our friends and families and everybody else. It's really is a lot of us. It's really a good event. It's a good stuff, and like I said before, will not disappoint. It's gonna be amazing.
Guys, thank you so much that you was with us. Please follow us. Please join our camps. Please join our competitions. We will be more than happy to see you. Welcome, welcome to Saint-Tropez. welcome to our dance family. Come on, join us. Come in right now, right here.
Yes, right here, right now, and follow us. Follow, like, share, repost. Follow us. Send your question to us. We will answer it, and we are looking for massive action.
If you do have any comments, if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate. Just do it. Just send it, and one of us on our team will definitely respond to you. I'm with you guys.
Let's build something big and massive and amazing.
Let's make
America
great again.
Let's
make a dance world great again. Bang!